Assalamualaikum. In today's video, I'm gonna explain you guys that what is cosine rule. So, cosine rule, the third part of the trigonometry section. Cosine rule is a rule used for the not right angle triangles, right angle triangles. Okay, not right angle triangles. Not right triangles are those triangles which don't have the 90 degrees angle. Okay, it is used where you have uh, three sides and one angle. Total there are four things in this rule. So if you have three sides and you need to find out the one angle, you can find it. If you have two sides and one angle available, so you can find out the third one as well. So for example, if I draw here a triangle, like not a right angle triangle, for example this one. So let me take the triangle again. I want to use it, for example, a triangle like it here. Okay, so name of the triangle, let's say that it is ABC, triangle ABC. For instance, I'll give only three sides. So side opposite to angle B is small b, side opposite to angle C is small c, and side opposite to angle A is small a. Okay, cosine rule, you have to memorize this thing. First of all, write an equals to. For example, if you want to make find out this A, if you want to find out A side, so you have to write here A square, that is equals to right here angle opposite to side A, so that is cos of A. Okay, the remaining two sides are B square plus C square minus 2B bracket C, multiply with this cos A. For example, if you want to find out this B side, so B square is equals to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos of B, then because you're finding uh, side B like this. So in the next part, if for example you're finding C square, means C side, so that would be equals to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos of C. So you can, as you have to memorize this thing only, that for example you have a 1 2 3 three sides and one angle. If these are the four values in this formula, so for example out of these four you have only three, so you can find out the fourth one. So let's go and check whether how can we attempt the question. So in camera you will be having the question like this. Like for example, if you have to just look at this situation, look at the triangle please. For example, according to this triangle x, y, and z, find the side of angle xzy. In previous video, I told you you have to mark the second angle. So we have to find out this angle z. Okay, side opposite to angle z is small z. Okay, side opposite to angle y is small y, and side opposite to angle x is small x. Okay, now we need to find out this angle z. So we have to draw a cosine rule here. First of all, write an equals to. We are finding cos z here, so write cos z here like this. Okay, side opposite to cos z is z square, so remaining two sides are y square plus x square minus 2 into x into y, or y into x, same thing. So now you need to find out this cos z. So first of all do the subject making, because cos z is unknown in the question. We have all of the values, so we need to make this subject. So subject making is very important in exam. So z square is on the left hand side of the equation, so y square and x square will move towards the left hand side like this. For example, you have to wait a minute. uh, for example, you write z square. Now move this y square will move towards the left hand side, so sign will change. Minus y square minus x square is equals to negative 2xy cos of z. Now look at here that negative 2xy is in multiplication here, so we have to divide it. Most common error here is whenever students take this minus 2xy to the left hand side, they just make this positive. So no, this is in multiplication. This is in multiplication, so you have to divide it. So dividing both sides by minus 2xy, minus 2xy, cancel it. Now you got the value that cos z is equals to this thing. Now z square means that 17 square minus y square means that 22 square minus x square means that 20 square divide by minus 2. Don't need to forget this minus sign, otherwise you will get the wrong answer. So x is 20 and y is 22. Now use scientific calculator. Now use scientific calculator and tell me what is the answer. So you have to use write the fraction button. Write 17 square minus 22 square minus 20 square. Okay, negative 2 bracket 20 bracket close, then bracket 22, then bracket close, equals. In my calculator screen, I got the answer something like this, that cos z is equals to 119 divided by 176. In the last video, we are not interested in cos z. So the next step is z is equals to cos inverse of the bracket 119 divided by 176 bracket close. So shift and cos inverse, write the answer, press the answer button, or you can code the answer again, equals 47.45 is the answer according to the calculator, but I have to give NCI's 47.5, one decimal place, 47.5 degrees. So this was all about this thing. So let me zoom out a bit so you can take a screenshot from the question. That's the question. For example, if we do another question here, so in this question we have, for example, 9, 9, 13 and 17. Now they say that calculate the size of the smallest angle. No, what is the smallest angle? Smallest angle will face the smallest side of the triangle. So the smallest side here is 9. 9 is the smallest side. So it means that we are supposed to find out this side. If names are not available, so you can name it as well. For example, you can name it that A, that point is B, and that point is C. We have three sides. So it means that we are finding this thing. So write cos C here. Okay. Side opposite to cos C is 9 square. So we can write here, I'm going a bit direct now, 9 square, 13 square, plus 17 square minus 2 into 13 into 17. In the next step, write in equals to 9 square is already here, so write 9 square here. So 13 square and minus 70 square minus 17 square will go there. So minus 13 square minus 17 square. As I told you, that is minus 2, 13 and 17. They are in multiplication here. So they will be divided there. So divided by minus 2 into 13 into 17. So the answer is cos C. So I use a scientific calculator and then take cos inverse as well. So press the fraction button, 9 square minus 13 square minus 17 square. In lower denominator, minus 2 into 13 bracket close, then we have 17 bracket close, equals. Now I got the answer that 29 by 34. I have to take the answer to shift and cos inverse answer, and the answer is 31.46. So I'll write here 31.5 degrees is my answer. So for example, in sometimes in Cambridge we have a question like this. For example, let me check this. Calculate the length of AD. No, that is not that type of the question I need. For example, in which I have one side and one angle and we need to find out the side, unknown side. Let me make the question by my own. So I hope you guys get it. So let me change this canvas a bit. Okay, much better. So now Look at here. For example, if I take here, if I make a question here, because sometimes in Cambridge we have a question like this. There is a triangle like this, like this. It's a triangle. So, for example, it says that this side is, for example, let me take the previous example 9, and that is 17, and for example, that is 13. Okay, one of the angle is given to me. One of the angle is given to me. For example, let me take this angle as 45 degrees. Now I'm removing this side. Now I'm removing this side, and the examiner asks you to find out the side AB. Find AB. So, for example, if I apply, because you have choice between the sine rule and cosine rule. For example, if I apply sine rule here, so I cannot, for example, AB divided by sine 45. Now that is equals to 17 divided by what? We cannot have two unknowns in the single question. So where we cannot use sine rule, we can use cosine rule. For example, I'm finding AB. So AB square, and angle opposite to AB is this thing. So it is cos 45. So the other two sides are available. 13 square plus 17 square minus 2 into 13 into 17. As you can say that the as you can see that the unknown part of the question is on the left hand side already. No need to use any subject making. Write in calculator screen 13 square plus 17 square minus 2 bracket 13 bracket closed, then bracket 17 bracket closed, cos of 45, and then just press equals to. I got the answer here that AB square is equals to 145.4. Now taking square root on both sides, because I need AB, I don't want AB square. So AB is equals to square root of this 145.4. So the answer is 12.06. So, but in Cambridge exam, I can give only a three significant figures, so 12.1 is the answer. Get it? So this is the second case of the cosine rule. For example, in Cambridge examination, let me check another question which is a bit tricky. For example, let's see what kind of formula we use here. We can see that in this question, if I want to find out y, so let's check sine rule first. So sine y divided by 10 is equals to sine 64 divided by 15. Yes, I can use it. I have to move this 10 there, like this, that sine y is equals to sine 64 divide by 15 times 10. Now I have to use the scientific calculator on this side of the equation and then take sine inverse. So that question was an easy question. So for example, they say that calculate the length of AB. Okay, for example, if I need to find out this side AB, okay, I can find out the third angle in here. So because some of the angle in a triangle is 180, so 180 minus 96 minus 31, so I got the angle that is 53. So now I can use sine rule again, that x divided by sine 53 is equals to 8.4 divided by sine 31. As I told you that sine rule is the ratio between angle and side. According to the next question, as I can see that here, before looking at the question, I can see that I can easily find out this angle. So 180 minus 50 minus 48. I'm going too fast just because of this reason, because it's a quick recap. And this unknown part is 180 minus 82. So that is 98. Okay, now I got this side as well. They say calculate the length of B to D. Okay, if in Cambridge examination, you have to be very much careful in highlighting the things, right? So you need to think that this triangle needs extraction. For example, I'll write here that I will make a triangle here in this design. So B, because it's my rough working in exam, B, D, and C. Okay, I have this side 6, that side is unknown, I'm finding in the part 1. Okay, I have angle opposite to this side, that is 48, and I have angle opposite to this side 50. So that is enough information for me to find out BD. So x divided by sine 48 equals 6 divided by sine 50. So we can easily do it. We can easily take this into this hand side and use calculator here. So for example, we have to be very much careful on this. In the next question, they say that calculate the length of A to D. Now they are asking us to find out the length of A to D. For example, what happens if we have, for example, let me solve this question further on, because I need an answer here. So 6 divided by sine 50 times sine 48. So use your calculator efficiently. Fraction button. 6 in the numerator and sine 50. Sine 50. So in the denominator you have to close the bracket as well. Multiply by sine 48 because it will give you a syntax error. So 5.8, I got 5.8 as an answer. So 5.8. So 5.8. So 5, it means that this side is 5.8. Now the examiner is asking me. Now the examiner is asking me to find out, for example, the length of AD. Okay, how can I find AD? So I have to extract the triangle now. So let's see. So AD, AD, and that's B. Okay, let's check A D. Okay, that is 8, that is 5.8, that is B point, and this angle is 98. I need to find out this. So as you can see that I can use cosine rule here. So how to use a cosine rule? So look at here, you're finding x, so x square, angle opposite to x is cos 98. Okay, cos 98. So you have the other two sides, that 8 square plus 5.8 square minus 2 into 8 into 5.8. Use your scientific calculator and tell me what is the answer. So for example, these are the worksheet questions, and I told you guys many a times that, for example, if you want to see the worksheets, so you can use this site. This is very helpful to all the students of O levels, A levels, even matric students can use it. For example, it has all the question, for example, the video I made on the sine graph, cosine graph, tangent graph, area of a triangle videos is available, cosine rule angles worksheet is available. So that's all for the cosine rule. In the next video I'll be explaining what is the bearing concept. Thank you so much everyone, take care, Allah Hafiz.